Okay, thanks for checking out this video, and I guess from the title you know what it's regarding to. Just to let you guys know, when I first started my YouTube channel a week ago, and also I was planning the idea of starting my channel last year, focusing on my journey to get back on stage and also training and nutritional advice which I want to give, I also knew that this is a video I wanted to put out as well. It was very much waiting for the right time, and given the fact that this week is Depression Awareness Week, it felt no better time than to put this video out. And just a couple of things I want to make clear. One, this isn't a difficult video for me to put out. I wanted to talk about this. I think it's an important topic to make people aware of. There are plenty of people who suffer from these symptoms, this condition in silence, and for me, I've learned firsthand that sometimes it's best to speak out, and the best way to help yourself is to put this information out and hopefully help other people. And that's really my plan. If someone out there who is watching this video is going through the same symptoms and experiences that I went through, I'm hoping that they can take something from it to make a positive impact on their life. But at the same time, maybe there is somebody else who knows someone who's going through the same experiences that I went through, and they don't know how to deal with the situation, and hopefully something from this video may help them, or may help them click on how to deal with it a bit differently, and hopefully once again have a positive impact on that person. At the same time, I don't want this to come across that this is a cry for help, or I'm seeking attention. This is a video that is important to me, and I feel that I have dealt with the issues long enough, and I do just want to put it out there to hopefully help other people who've gone through the same experiences, or know people who've gone through the same experiences as well. So as the title points out, I've gone through a mild case of depression last year, between I think it was August to start November. It wasn't the first time, but I've gone through something similar a few years back, but last year what it was at its darkest point. And a lot of people would straight away think, okay, depression, that must mean that person wants to kill himself or suicide, because you see enough stories surrounding that side of depression. That wasn't me, not all. I never had any thoughts like that. Mine was a mild case of depression, and I did seek help for it. And what that means is my symptoms were very much around the loneliness, having emptiness, being helpless, feeling that the world was against you, and wanting and waiting for you to fail, and therefore that's always putting you on the edge, making you nervous about what decisions you need to make and whether they are the right ones or wrong ones, and you begin to question yourself on everything you do. So it's probably best to start from the start of when I first realized that I was going through something like this, and I never put a title on it. I just initially thought that maybe it's just a mood change, or you don't wake up thinking, oh yes, I'm depressed. My routine started to change drastically. Now my routine Monday to Friday has always been wake up at 6:30, do my cardio, in work before 8, work up to 5:30, go back to the gym, and then there's also all the other bits where you're socializing and seeing the people afterwards. And I noticed my routine completely breaking when I would wake up and I started to feel more empty, and that there was something missing. There was something wasn't right, and my routine started to break. I wouldn't go to the gym in the morning, wouldn't even go to the gym in the evening, because I'd be talking myself out of it. I'd be going to work a little bit later, not late, but not as early as I used to. And also that my diet was changing. And whenever you're going through, and what I've experienced, and when I've talked to other people who've gone through these cases of depression, whether it's a light, mild or severe case, there's always something they turn to that tries and makes them feel better. You know, some people turn to alcohol, to smoking, whatever. For me, it was binge eating, which is probably the worst thing I could possibly do, given the fact that it's the complete opposite from my normal fitness lifestyle. So, I mean, I'll go through the routine of what I was going through, and this was going about 2 months, and I was binge eating just for that couple of minutes of happiness, and you just have that big come down afterwards when you realize, what have I just done? It would start, I mean, basically in the mornings, rather than going to the gym, I would drive to work, but I'll go to Morrison's, I'll go down that biscuit aisle and pick up whatever chocolates. I mean, I'll be spending about 8-10 quid on just those £1 packets of chocolates. I'll take them and I would eat them in my car. I wouldn't go to my office or I wouldn't go home to eat. Everything would always be in my car, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's because I felt that it was a small, safe place where no, I could easily just drive away, and if I saw someone new, I could just park up and nobody would know any different. Nobody would know that I was eating some junk rather than preaching this fitness lifestyle that that people were expecting me to. I would do the same at lunch as well, because I wouldn't be prepping my food anymore. I'll go straight back to Morrison's. I'll do the same thing, eat the junk in my car, in the car park, and same in the evening. I wouldn't go to the gym. I wouldn't even stop at this point. I wasn't even questioning myself to go to the gym. It was already planned to go to Morrison's, pick up that food, and once again eat in the car. And then I would drive all the way back to the house and just crash on my sofa and do nothing. You know, my social life went out the window, my gym and fitness routine, my diet went out the window, and the emptiness just felt like it was getting worse and worse. And by shutting people off, I felt that obviously my world was getting smaller and smaller. And I don't know if that was a metaphor of why I was just, I placed myself in the car to eat all this junk, because it's such a small space. That is your world. That one seat, the passenger seat, and you got all the stuff in the back. That was my little world where it was my escape. It was my little world where I would be happy by eating all this food. And then obviously in work or talk to other people, people would still be thinking, you know what, that I'm this health fitness fanatic, but yeah, really deep inside I was, you know, the furthest thing away from it. Literally chocolate, chocolate, chocolate every single day for about 2 months. And it was, I knew that I needed to stop, but I couldn't bring myself to stop. I just kept doing it because it was just that little bit of happiness that I needed. I don't know, I was feeling very lonely at the time. You know, obviously I pushed away a lot of people. I kept myself to myself. And I don't know if part of it was down to obviously moving away from Derby to Swansea. I mean, even before, where I've been there for about a year and a half, everything was all fine. But it's just, with depression, you just don't wake up thinking, oh God, I'm depressed. There was little triggers that just started to snowball, and it was getting worse and worse and worse. I mean, at times I knew I needed to tell someone that, you know what, I'm not feeling good. I'm not feeling right. I'm feeling empty, I feel lonely, I feel sad all the time. And it was hard work to portray this image to other people that, you know what, I am this fit, fanatic, happy guy, you know, enjoying life, because that's what you want to put across. You don't want to just go in and be all negative and let people know, yeah, I feel lonely, empty, helpless, I hate life, I feel worthless. You portray this image, which I've always tried to portray positivity, but I felt such a hypocrite that I knew outside work or away from other people that, you know, the guy I was, you know, someone who was in a bad place. And I wanted to tell people, I mean, so many times I just wanted to tell someone at work or a mate, just say, look mate, I really, you know, I need some help here. Can I talk to you? Can I have a 2 minutes of time? I just need to let you know that something's not right. I just couldn't bring myself to say that, because you just feel that it's a sign of weakness. At the same time, when I would call my family, every time I would call them just to hear their voice. I would call them in the evening, and I always say to myself right at the end, okay, I'm gonna tell them that I think, you know, that I need to see someone. I felt these symptoms before, but this is worse. I've got no one to talk to. I need to come clean. But I couldn't. I still couldn't tell them. No matter how many times I'll be over the phone, how many times I would chat with them, I still couldn't tell them how I was feeling. And at the end of the call, as bad as it sounds, I would cry for a little bit, because I just felt even more empty and lonely after getting off the phone to them. And I'll be asking, why didn't I just tell them? Why couldn't I just come out and say, you know, mum, dad, whoever, I need to talk to you. I need some help. And I just let it snowball, and it was just getting worse and worse. Where my routine was going, and this just felt like it just wasn't going to change. It wasn't going to get better. And like I said, this went on for a while, and it wasn't until about October time where I thought, you know what, I need to. I've just got to come clean. And I remember I went back to Derby, and I told my parents and a couple of my mates as well. I just needed to tell someone. I think when I first told the first person, it felt easier, but once again, I wanted to keep that circle of people who knew very small. I didn't want to get out because you feel embarrassed. You feel that people might look at you differently and think that you're a loser. And actually, one other thing as well. I mean, the reason I was set to compete last year. I think I was about a few weeks out. And I did have a bite mark on my ankle, and I had an infection. But it had passed within 2 days. But what I told people was that obviously I wasn't competing because of that infection. When really I was in such a bad place, I just gave up. I just knew I couldn't compete, let alone get to the gym or prep one meal. And that was my excuse for people to not know that side of what was going on. So I'm just going back to telling my parents and some of my mates. I then decided I went to see a counsellor, and we just wasn't hitting off. I must have seen two counsellors, and I was getting more frustrated than anything. With my anxiety, I was getting frustrated with the techniques and the questions. I felt, you know what, this person just can't relate to me. I mean, I was getting some panic attacks in the evening when I go to bed. I wake up sweating and heart racing because I'm just constantly thinking. I'm just constantly thinking about everything. And I then decided to, you know what, I thought, what would work better is if I was talking to people who've gone through the same experiences that I went through. And I contacted Swansea Mind, and I'll put the links on the description. The national organisation is mind.org, I think. And I knew if I go there, I can speak to people who have gone through the same experiences and learn that way. I felt more comfortable talking to someone who knew what I was going through, and I felt it was more relatable. And that helped. That helped by talking to these people. It helped talking to my family and friends, and all of a sudden some things started to get better because I was being more open. I was communicating more, and I knew I had to take one step. I mean, I didn't get back to the gym straight away. It was, eventually it was once or twice a week. I was maybe prepping a couple of meals for each day, and then those couple of meals would turn to 3 or 4, and then turn to my weekly meals. The gym routine would start to come back. I mean, at first, when I got back to the gym, I put so much weight on, and I looked awful. It was very much hoodie, hood up, because you're just thinking, you know what, this is I'm half the man. Well, in fact, I was half the man. I was double the man size-wise than I was before. So, but all that started coming back, and this is where I want to go with this, on where I hope that people can take something from this. And I must stress the importance of communication, that you're only as alone as you make yourself. I made the wrong decision by not coming clean to the people who love me and support me. I left it too late, and it was getting worse and worse and worse. And I wish I did it sooner. And that's one thing I do want to stress to people who do go through anything like that, through depression or anxiety, that talk to your family, talk to your closest friends. I'm not saying you need to talk to anyone, but really just pick a group of people that you can support, that can support you, that are close to you, and you will feel so much better for it. Also, if you do need to go and get professional help, I do recommend going to a group of people who've gone through the same experiences. I took so much from it. I learned from other people's experiences. They did the same to me. I felt better for it because I thought, you know what, I'm helping other people while they're helping me at the same time. And I felt more positive for that, and that did pick up my spirits. I felt a bit more of a self-worth after feeling worthless for all that time, and that made me feel better. That emptiness started to deteriorate because all of a sudden I felt I was doing something positive, and the loneliness also starts to subside because obviously I've become more open to my family and friends, but also with this group, I felt bad there. Once again, I got another network of people who I can talk to, I can reach to, and those symptoms started to deteriorate, which was, you know, obviously fantastic, and obviously my routine was back. So this is why I want to do this video, to come out and explain that. Glad to say, obviously, right now I'm in a great place and I'm not going through any of those symptoms. I mean, it's just another life hurdle that is put in front of you, which you need to find a way to get over. And you can get over it straight away if you go head on, you accept it, or you might take you some time. You might try and get over that hurdle, but you might fall down once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, 10 times. But eventually you'll find a way to get over it. And the only best advice I can give to people is these kind of life hurdles that are put in front of you. The best thing to do is to communicate to the closest people around you. And that is when you can start expanding that world of yours, which you've seen shrink to just yourself in this single bubble. You then can get the people back in, and they're the ones who can help you through the process, but also you're helping yourself because now you're holding yourself accountable because you've told other people what you are looking to do, what you're trying to achieve. That was an important factor of pulling myself out of that slump, and I'm in a better place for it. So I want to wrap this up. I want to say thank you for watching it, and I put a couple of links for Swansea Mind and mind.org on the link below. Do check them out. If you do have any questions or comments and you want to be kept anonymous, you know, my email address is on there as well, so feel free to message me on Facebook or email me directly. I do hope that I hope that nobody goes through what I went through, but should you be going through something like this, I do hope you've taken something from the video, and I do hope it helps. But like I said, you know, feel free to drop me a message or email me, and I'm more than happy to help in any way I can. So thanks for watching,